Excellent connection.
Mhm.
But there's no picture. Oh, there it is. And a one. And a two. And
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year. How are you, Dan?
2023.
It's scary that we're here, isn't it? I bet it's scary to everyone who's watching as well and listening.
Absolutely. Just draw that curtain.
Of course. Can't
Pre-live checks, not checked.
people look away.
Look away. Cover your eyes.
Avert your eyes.
Tommy.
Did you have a good Christmas and New Year, Dan?
I did you?
Yeah, I had a great one. Yeah, it was nice and chilled with the family, but now we're back to normalcy, aren't we? With getting back into weekly routine, as everyone is, I'm sure, who's watching this.
Such a weird feeling though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Everything you do now just doesn't feel normal, does it?
It really throws the spanner in the works, that's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Well, the good news is, this year, we're going to be upgrading the studio, aren't we, Tom?
We are,
Yeah,
yes.
we're just talking about that. More green screens to surround us either side.
Yes, yeah, that'd be great. I mean, if we can just get, further areas covered by the green screen just to heighten the effect that we are very privileged movie reviewers, that'll just make things all the time better.
Absolutely, and once we've sorted out the legal issues with YouTube, we'll get the films playing back on the backgrounds again.
Yeah.
But we need.
We're closing in on it.
We're getting there. We're
Yeah.
coming for you, YouTube bullies. Anyway, Tommy, this is obviously not only a new year, but more importantly than that, it's a new month.
It is, yeah, new month, new theme as well. So we're kicking off this year. Tell them, Dan, what we got.
Well, let's firstly go through what we've got coming up throughout the whole year.
Okay.
And then we'll go through it. So I will not mention January, first of all. We'll mention that one
Yes.
last. So we've got Fighting February,
Yep.
Murder Mystery March,
Mhm.
Animated Naughties April,
Yep.
Medieval May,
Yep.
Justice June,
Yep.
Joyful July,
That's it.
Animal Movies August,
Yep.
Space September,
You got it.
Out of Your Wits October,
Yep.
Negative November,
Give it to them.
and Dear Santa December.
Yeah. So we've always got to go for that Christmas theme, but let's not talk about Christmas. We've done that enough for the last month.
No, we've done that. The big one, though, and this is what's going to be setting the theme and the president for January, is...
Joking January.
Joking January. Tommy,
Yep.
what have you got for us?
So I thought I'd kick this off with a really good comedy film. Actually, it's praised as one of the best comedy films of all time. It's a film from 1987 called Spaceballs.
Oh, glad you ended that with balls.
Spaceballs. It's better than Space Jam. Don't worry.
Okay, I was going to say, it's a different film altogether, that.
Having only seen one Mel Brooks film before this, Blazing Saddles, which I did not really enjoy, I went in sceptical with this film. This film was a hilarious hoot and a half comical love letter to Star Wars, really. So it's a spoof of Star Wars. It kind of makes fun of it,
Right.
it's just a spoof and satirical parody all round for the genre.
I've not seen Star Wars, you know.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I need to.
I'm a mild fan. I wouldn't really go as far to say I'm an intense fan for when it comes to Star Wars, but I appreciate the original three films. They're fantastic. This film was a hoot and a half, and I would follow it valiantly to the desert moon of Vega and back. One of the planets in the film is
Right.
Vega. Immediate biggest praise goes to Rick Moranis. I always struggle to pronounce his name. He's the chap who was in he was the dad in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
His brilliant comical portrayal as Dark Helmet, as he spoofs the stereotypical Dark Lord character from various fantasy and sci-fi series, and is an incompetent, hilarious supervillain arsehole surrounded by, well, arseholes. It's
Lovely.
pretty funny, so like he's like a Darth Vader type, like he's like the evil Dark Lord who all the minions serve, and he's just completely incompetent. It's so funny, honestly. Like it's a really good film. If you haven't seen Star Wars, maybe check out Spaceballs instead. I reckon that's more up your alley, Dan.
Right, okay. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, this film features, without a doubt, the best fourth wall break in the history of cinema. You know what fourth wall breaking is, don't you?
No.
It's a bit like, let me think. It's when a character in a film talks to the audience directly.
Like the Muppets Christmas Carol.
Yes, exactly like the Muppets Christmas Carol. That's a good
Thank you
example.
for making me a part of this.
Yeah. Oh, I enjoyed watching that on Christmas Eve. This film features, again, without a doubt, the best fourth wall break in the history of cinema that I've ever seen. The villains try to find our heroes, but are unable to. They don't know where the heroes are, so they're trying to realise which planet they're on or anything. They're trying to figure it all out just so they can stop them.
Right.
But they are unable to, so they simply resort to playing the VHS tape of the movie Spaceballs and fast forwarding it to where they are to find out what the heroes are doing. So literally, they stop everything, they just get a VHS tape and they put it in a TV, and they fast forward all the way through the beginning of the film that you've watched up to that point, and then they just watch the next scene and they're like, oh, so that's what happens next. Genius. Honestly, genius writing in my opinion. Very comically well done. Other great laughs are to be had in this spoof film. John Candy's brilliant Chewbacca-inspired character, Barth. His name is he's like a werewolf, a wolf-type character, but he's just called Barth instead of Chewbacca. And the ploy of the escaping heroes using their real-life stunt doubles as decoys to get away are just some amazing shout-outs in this majestic comedy. So there's a sequence where the heroes are literally running away from the villains on the spaceship,
Right.
and then the villains are chasing them. They chase them around a corner and they catch them, and then they turn around and it's not the heroes, it's their stunt doubles, which people obviously really use in films. So literally the stunt doubles got an appearance in the film because
Love
of
it.
that. It's just great.
That's brilliant.
So to close, there isn't much else I can say about Spaceballs the movie other than I'm so glad I finally watched Spaceballs the movie. The parodied characters are brilliantly written, the production value is quite commendable, and the fourth wall breaks are unmatched. That's the word I'd like to use. They are unmatched.
Nice.
Step aside Deadpool and Ferris Bueller. This film is the MVP of the fourth wall breaks. Most valuable player. So on that note, Dan, I've got to give this film 4 out of 5 stars.
A good start to the year, that.
And producer man Steve also did a review on it. He gave it 4 stars as well. And my friend Jordan also gave it a review as well. His review is much shorter than mine though. His review reads, Spaceballs, the letterbox review. Because there's so much propaganda in the film about it being Spaceballs the movie, so he's just called it Spaceballs the letterbox review. Short but sweet.
Okay.
But on
He's
that
a man
note,
of many words.
yes, yeah. But on that note, not really much else I can say. A definite 4 out of 5 from me, Dan.
Well, that sounds pretty good. When did you watch it then?
Probably way back in October time.
Okay.
So I've been saving it. I've been saving this one for the new year. But I've now that it's Joking January, it's going to be a lot of laughs this month, because January is a depressing month, let's be honest.
Oh, it's
so
horrible.
so
Yeah.
you know, let's cheer everyone up. Let's talk about some funny movies. Let's have a good laugh.
I love that. Do you know, I was actually expecting you to just whip out the Jim Carrey on day one, but you haven't.
I
So
do have
that's
some in
interesting.
place that I can definitely talk about.
Of course. you
Yes,
do.
and I might maybe squeeze in an Austin Powers or two.
Right. Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll
Yeah,
see how.
we will
Joking,
wait and see.
We'll see how Joking January unfolds.
Yes.
If you would like to have a little read more on Tommy's reviews, because he is an interesting person to talk to online, you can find him over on Letterboxd.
Larkins95, feel free to follow.
Yeah, that's how you find him. And of course, you can subscribe, like, comment, and press the notification bell and all the other things you've got to click on these days on YouTube here. And you can leave abuse over in the comments section. Abuse me, praise him. That's how it works for 2023. See? New me, I'm not so selfish then anymore.
Of course.
Yeah, anyway. But you can abuse him and all. That's all, folks. We are back next week.
Great. Have a great start to the new year, guys. Glad I've seen it into 2023 with you. And see you next week.
If you can't be good, be careful.